Faux! Smile.
I had to turn it back on because someone on YouTube's annoyed by it. Chat, good morning. We have amazing news. Sailing is saved. We're back. Jagex did it. They listened. Things have been adjusted, boys. Things have been adjusted. We're going to test it right now. I'm on my way to salvaging. Salvaging has been hot fixed in the last like 30 minutes or something like that. Unfortunately, I was really hoping for a cold fix today so I could go buy some cannonballs, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get my wish on that one. But I have been keeping my eye out on that. F in the chat, we don't get that one. But we're heading back to salvaging. We're going to go test it out. What I've found so far, because I was AFKing salvaging when this came up, is I had both my NPCs on the hooks, right? I had both of my NPCs on the hooks to start today, and it looked like I was getting somewhere around 25 KXP an hour with the NPCs on the hook. Me, completely hands off, no extractor, no nothing. I went to in-game music, so I'm relogging, by the way. No extractor, no self-salvaging, just NPCs, full AFK. They were getting like 25k an hour. So their experience has dropped from like 140 to 84, I think. Which is intentional. We expect that. They're trying to disincentivize the AFK salvaging. Oh, I might need to go to a different world because the salvaging world's going to be full again, aren't they? Hang on. Yep, look at him. Look, it's like everything's back to normal. Nature is healing. Oh shoot, I went to the forestry world instead of one of the other ones. Nature's healing. By the end of the day, these will be back to 2,000. I bet you all of them will be. Looks like the salvaging worlds are back. But anyways, 2 NPCs on the hooks was like 25k an hour. That was you know, to be expected. We expected that to drop. I'll go to 484 because that one's a bit open. Now, something different about salvaging that I asked for that did not get granted. I asked Jagex to make it to where when you are self-salvaging, when the player is salvaging, that if the salvaging location drops and then comes back up, if you were on the hook when it dropped, you would instantly like restart salvaging when it came back up, just like your NPCs do. And actually got some feedback on that one that they don't want to do that, for now at least. Because, and they gave good logic with it. Say you're cutting a magic tree, and the magic tree drops and comes back up. You don't instantly start recutting the magic tree. You have to re-engage with that activity. So they're trying to incentivize some sort of active gameplay, which is fair. That makes sense. So I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? I'm fine with it. But anyway, so we're not getting that one, just so you guys know. But, you know, that one did make sense. That was good logic on Jagex's part. So, you know, fair play. So I'm going to go ahead and test the active XP per hour. I'm going to reset my XP tracker right now. We're going to canvas it. And so the XP per hour is completely reset. We'll look at this again in just a little bit. But this is going to be Cabin Boy Jenkins on the rune hook, me on the dragon hook, and I'm 97 sailing. So we'll see what the XP rates are going to look for me with this. The difference is several things. The merchant shipwrecks, or all of the shipwrecks, they have 6 spawns in the local locations, except for maybe the first one. The first one might have 8, the very lowest level one. Now, 2 of them will be dropped at a time. There's 6 total. 4 of them will be up at any given time. It used to be 3 out of 5, and then they changed it yesterday and the day before to 3 out of 6, which made it worse, right? Now, it is 4 out of 6. So it's actually better now than it was before. Before any of the changes, we had 60% uptime. Now we have 67% uptime. During the 2 days of changes, there was 50% uptime. So we'll be able to actively salvage more often without having to hop worlds, move around to the different locations, or anything else like that. That's one of the major changes. Second, your player now salvages at a 4-tick rate. I don't know if Jenkins also does. I think Jenkins is still at a 5-tick. But I have a chance to be successful with salvaging every 4 ticks now instead of 5. That was something that they changed the last couple of days. Jenkins is still 5-tick. Okay, so the NPCs are still 5-tick. They used to be 3-tick. It was unintentional. They weren't actually supposed to be 3-tick. So Jagex fixed that. But so the NPCs are 5-tick now. We are 4-tick now, and we have the added accuracy still that they gave us a couple days ago. So a couple days ago, they gave us more accuracy, but they slowed it down to 5-tick, but I think they increased the experience that you get a little bit to offset it. They kept the XP where it is now. They kept the accuracy where it is now, so you're more accurate. You have a higher chance to yield success on the salvaging, and it's back down to 4-tick. So they're really trying to say, like, hey, be active on the hook, and you'll be rewarded for it. You'll get higher XP rates. So we're already creeping up right now. Now, I'm not going to touch the extractor for now. We're just going to see what the XP rates are going to be like with me on the hook and no extractor. And then in a little bit, after like 20 minutes or so, we'll test the extractor as well, just to, you know, we can assume what it's going to be, but, you know, we'll toss that in and we'll get a good idea of where it's going to sit. So that's where we are. Sailing's fixed. Salvaging's fixed. Good morning, guys. Hope you're doing well today. Did they bring the extractor back? Extractor should still be the nerfed XP rates. I don't think the extractor nerfed XP rates are going to change. You got 3K salvage in the bank? Oh. I also have over 1,000 salvage in the bank. I might have about 1,500 salvage in the bank to clean this morning, guys. So we can try to boost or try to go for the dragon cannon. I banked all my salvage last night while I was doing this because I didn't want to clean it on 35 XP. So I'll get 95 XP for all of those. So, you know, I'm going to end up getting, you know, 75k more than I would have yesterday just by banking them. So we'll go through that later. We'll see if we can spoon a dragon cannon today. That's going to be one of the goals. Also, just a tip for you guys. Since the incentive is based on actively salvaging, I'm in the idle notifier settings right now. This is a plugin that I suggest that you get if you want to benefit the semi-AFK activity. What you can do is you can turn on idle notifier. I want to say it's idle interaction notifications. I want to say it's interaction, and then kind of a small delay. If you turn that on and you go to the RuneLite settings, you can couple that with the notification settings. You can turn on force focus, which means if I'm in a different screen, like I'm watching Netflix or something like that, and RuneLite's not my active screen, whenever that idle notifier triggers and says like, hey, you're idle, you're AFK, this will actually bump up to your active screen. It'll go on top of your Chrome or whatever other screen you have on top of it. So it'll be your active window. And then if you make it flash as well, it'll flash the screen. It'll make the screen solid with whatever color you choose to tell you, you know, just kind of to notify you like, hey, you're not doing anything, click the hook again. You know what I mean? So I'm going to try that out today. It'll save me a little bit of time, but yeah. Skilling notifications added sailing. You can also use skilling notifications. There you go. I'm actually not familiar with that plugin. I haven't used it before. Did they actually change the bounty tasks unique rates? I'm 76 Albatross Casey with no Swift Feather. The wiki says 1 in 29. Jagex said that they're not changing any of those. So you might just be unlucky right now. Let me see what Goblin said. He's been yapping here and I've missed it all. In a good way though. If you're hitting the extractor as well, I'd expect you to see 120k now for what it's worth. Jenkins is still 5-tick. One of them was paying... Oh, that was response to someone else. I gotcha. This is actually going very well so far already. Look at this. Look at this, man. If you could go back and swap your hooks. With the active salvaging being the meta, yes, hook on the left side would be better if you only have one. I'm gonna go for a second hook anyways, though. Jenkins is still 5 tick, yeah. You're getting 102k an hour? Nice, nice. Banked my salvage yesterday, AFKing, saved myself an extra 90k XP. Nice. Nice. 120k an hour being active on the hook and crystal extractor. Whew. I don't think there's enough of a difference between the dragon and the rune. I think I should probably sit over there and be next to the extractor when I test it, instead of being on the dragon with the extractor. 2k opulence work through. Nice. I've probably got 1500. Yeah, I'm happy about that. I look forward to getting to those. Alright, so those are down right now. I'm not going to clean salvage at the moment, though. Technically, I could, I guess. I mean... Alright, we'll go ahead and clean salvage as well. I'll set Jimbo on the dragon while I do. Because I should be cleaning as well, not just touching hook. But I'm just not going to move spots. Did I find the silly option? Oh, I have the backup sound. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Do I use the Aldrin salvage spot? I use the Aldrin salvage spot, yeah. Nice and close to a bank, I like it. The rates for the feather and the barb are only bugged on bounty tasks. Got none yesterday, 100 KC. Then I got 5 and 80. I've done all of mine on task, and I have a 1 in 30 rate for the feathers. There needs to be a larger sample size to identify if something's bugged or not. Like, Jagex should make a statement, by the way, Goblin. You guys should make a statement on this, that there's currently a problem with the on-task rates. I haven't seen any statements on that. Maybe you have, but I haven't seen any statements on the on-task rates. But the dragon pieces from Frost Dragons, the dragon pieces from Strike Worms, they're wrong right now. They're not working. On-task is not working. Is it a waste of time using Extractor? Absolutely not. It's worth it using Extractor. I'm just trying to see, like, what the AFK is going to be. First downtime in 20 minutes, and it was only for 20 seconds. Mine's down quite a bit right now, unfortunately, but I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to hop or anything. World 485, yeah, it doesn't mean that that world has any better luck than anything else, man. There's just, you're sometimes gonna have a roll where you have the other 4 up and not your 2. It's not gonna happen often. $85 to 95k XP an hour at Fermi with Extractor. Not bad, dude. There we go. We're back up. Let's get on the dragon. They made official salvage worlds. You should have more than just that many as well. There's only 2 official salvage worlds. Look at how many blast furnace worlds there are, by the way. And look at how many salvage worlds there are. There are official salvage worlds now. Eventually those will take over from the 480s or whatever. What are your thoughts about adding dragon, cannon, nails, sheet, repair kits, etc. behind high-level port tasks? I think it would be fine to put them at a rare chance, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't think that there's enough that comes from courier tasks. I think it yields one of the best pet rates, which is nice. At level 97 sailing, getting paid 150k an hour to do courier tasks is kind of a joke, though. With only the added benefit of getting a shark paint, which I have 20 of them now, you know what I mean? So there's not enough loot, I think, that comes from the courier tasks. It would be nice that if you had like a just a rare chance to get, you know, some sort of like VIP courier box or something like that. And when you deliver that one, you get rewarded with, you know, some reward crate that could yield, you know, something interesting, or I don't know. It'd be a nice dopamine hit though to get a rare chance at a like rare courier crate to take somewhere. Because then, like, the whole time you're going there, you're like giddy. You're like, I'm gonna get some big reward by the time I get there. Be good for the dopamine, man. Also, I do think that they should consider adding nails to the strike worm drop table. Not as common as frost dragons, maybe, but I think they should consider it. Are people able to store 1,000 plus salvage? No, we just took it to the bank, bro. If you drive to an actual port, right where you get off at the port, there's one of your crewmates is going to be standing there, and they'll have a right-click bank all option, so they'll take all of your 200 salvage to the bank for you. The downside of the VIP crate is it might make it so every time the board resets, you start teleporting to 20 different boards to search for a VIP task. But what if it's not shown? What if it's just a random chance when you actually, like, pick up your crate, like pick up the loot or whatever? So you can't actually just, like, look at all the boards for it. You have to still accept the task that you would have accepted anyways, and then go pick up the crate. And when you pick up the crate, it's like golden trimmed, and you see it's a unique crate. The platinum tokens are all of the platinum tokens I have on this account so far from salvaging. Got your suit pet on 98? Oh, nice, dude. Did you see the horn 2-tick method? I have not. You can cancel tasks until you get one, though. Yes, but it wouldn't be worth it. It's not going to be something that, like, I'm not suggesting something that guarantees you get a dragon part or something. It's not going to be that good, you know? It's, you have to accept the task and then go and pick up the cargo, and no one's going to sit there and pick up the cargo for something to have a rare chance at getting. I don't know. Anyways, 2K Sub in CC this morning? Nah, I didn't see that. That's kind of badass. The difference on the dragon hook compared to rune seems small. It is extremely small. Yeah, it's a very minute difference. What's the point of platinum tokens? They just help me track about how many things I've salvaged. Like how many things I've cleaned. I think I've been told the formula is divide by 0.15. I haven't actually mathed it for myself. Shows in loot tracker now, right, but it didn't for the 12,000 plus before loot tracker, so I'm still using this to track it. Average of 3 per 21.2. So it should be an average of 1 per 7.06. So if I take 7.06667 and multiply by 2775, it's 19,610. So it's actually not 0.15, it's a bit off. It's closer to 0.14. You divide by 0.14. It's about right. Am I aware of the Horn of Plenty bug? No, someone else just mentioned it, but I don't know what it is. Something 2-tick horn, huh? Not bugged anymore, but it was a fun one. It allowed you to 2-tick anything in the game. Soul Flame, Horn, Tick, Manipulate, but a lot easier. Oh, I wasn't familiar with that one either. How's XP feeling? You know, we've been doing this for a bit now, and we're sitting at 94.5k an hour, and I think it would actually bump up a little bit higher than this because I had a lot of downtime with my merchant shipwrecks on this one. The other 4 were up for a while. So I think we're going to be sitting between, you know, 95, 97k an hour if you're not touching extractor, maybe even a bit more. Because I haven't, you know, this is including like the time it takes to clean the salvage. Actually, might be a bit more if you're cleaning the salvage as well. So I think it's quite good, man. I think it's quite good. That's if you're actively salvaging yourself. It's going to be a lot worse, obviously, if you only have your dudes on it. And I think that's what most people were probably doing, was having both of the dudes on it. But no, I think it's quite nice. This is probably going to, you know, if you're cleaning as well in between, and then you got your dudes on when you're cleaning, we'll probably start averaging 97, 100k an hour. And then this is without touching the extractor at all. So what does the extractor add? Another 15k an hour? So on the higher end of active salvaging, you're going to be looking at 115k to 120k an hour on opulent salvage. And if you're not touching extractor at all, closer to 100k. Not bad. I'm content with that. Obviously, it's faster to do courier tasks. It's faster even to do some bounty tasks, not all of them. And it's obviously faster to do the trials, but this is a very chill AFK way of doing things. So if you want this option, it's back. I think salvaging is saved overall. It's not going to be as good as it was, but it is very close to being what it was. This is a fair way to compromise. Kudos to Jagex for taking another look at it and, you know, getting it back to where at least the community's expectations were. Good stuff. I can unmute my alerts now. Sorry, I had those muted for the morning here. Sect, thanks for the 40-month resub. Welcome back. That was the first of the day. Major Craving, thanks for the 2 months. 22 months from Black King Dragon. Badger Haza, thanks for the 14 months. 3 months from Solo. 24 months from Dan Graham. Me Thomas, thanks for the 4 months. Rockin', thanks for the 7 months. And Pop, thanks for the gifted, my man. Enjoy your badge, dude. I hate that the micromanagement required now to clean and potentially high alk still less enjoyable regardless of XP rates. Okay, then don't high alk. The micromanagement of cleaning, what do you mean, dude? If you want money from the loot, alk it. And if you don't care about that or it bugs you, don't. And the trade-off is you don't get the money. I mean, I feel like you just want Jagex to spawn millions in your bank while you're doing this. Like, what do you... And then the micromanagement of cleaning, brother, just clean it. Or if you don't want to clean it, just drop it. You don't have to. What? Soup. 12.4 mil XP. Simp, what did it come from, man?
Let's go, baby.
I mean, putting your crewmate back on the hook? Well, just wait until you have 240 salvage and then do that. That's you're talking about 3 ticks that you're losing, man. And that's not something that changed. You were doing that before anyways. Dan, thanks buddy for the 24 months again. Zan, thanks for the prime sub, my brother. How's the XP rate looking? Without touching extractor, 100k an hour. Is it worth drinking Horizon Lure while salvaging? No. Did your hook end up being in the wrong place? I put my hook here with zero intention of doing active salvaging. If you're going to do active salvaging, which is the meta now, left side would be better. However, I'm just going to get another dragon hook. If there was a right-click assign option with the hooks drop down, would be fire. Yeah, you can assign on this sheet though. Like you could just click this and say, you know, this hook, Cabin Boy Jenkins. So it's kind of like that, but it's not quite as simple as right-click assign. I don't think they really want to clutter the menu too much. Why is the left side for Dragon Hook better? Well, if you're actively salvaging, you're on the left side. You don't have to move it off to hit your crystal extractor. You don't have to move at all to hit the cargo. How much better is Dragon versus Rune? 1%. Something, there's only like, something like an 11% difference from Bronze to Dragon, apparently. That's actually quite bad right now, the discrepancy. Can you show this location on the map, please? I am west of Alderan. So Alderan is here, I take it west, and I salvage here. Weren't they planning on making the dragon hook better? They might, I don't know. I haven't heard much about it. Is that closer to a bank than Sunbleak? You don't want to use Sunbleak because you can't have your NPCs bank all at Sunbleak. You'd have to run it back and forth yourself. The difference between the hooks is more noticeable when 1.5 ticking according to JC Dub? Yeah, maybe. I mean, it makes sense. You have way more actions going on. You have way more rolls, you know? So of course it's going to be more worth it. You banked 4.3k salvage? Whew. Confused about the banking part? Well, you shouldn't be banking salvage now, so it doesn't matter. You don't just salvage and clean? Yesterday, people were banking salvage because it was yielding 35 XP, and we knew it was going to go back to 95. I lost my boat to lightning. What do I do? Recover your boat at the shipwright, I think. I think you gotta pay for it, man. F in the chat, by the way. Goblin said they'll discuss the dragon cannon rates, so it might be worth banking them. If they change dragon cannon rates, I can't see them doing it soon, honestly, man. I don't think they're gonna make another, like, intra-week update. And I don't think I want to wait, really. I don't know. They should, but I don't think they will. Everyone agrees, except for Jagex, that 1 in 20k is ridiculous. I genuinely don't understand why Jagex is so set on 20,000 for this thing. These things yield 300 experience each, if they're coming from you. Call it 250 experience each-ish, if you're combining... Actually, it would be less, right? It's 300 for you, it's like 84 for them, plus 95, plus 300 divided by 2. 239.5. We could call it 240 experience each, if you're including the amount that your dude gets. So 240 experience each, 20,000. 4.8 mil XP for 1 barrel. 4.8 mil XP for 1 barrel. That should be the rate for 2 barrels. I get that, you know? If it's 4.8 mil XP for 2 barrels, that makes sense. 1 in 10k sounds a lot better than 1 in 20k for me, but... yeah, 1 in 20k is still just... unreal. And you're right, that's to go on rate. Going for all of the collection log, I mean, I think you're looking at like 50 mil sailing XP. It's got to be an insane amount. Because then, not only do you got to get the 1 in 20Ks here, you got to go turn around and you got to go get a 1 in 24K somewhere else that's worse. 2 levels down at the mercenary salvage. For the paint, that's 1 in 24K from only that. That paint should be from all salvage. There's no reason that's only from mercenary. Doesn't even make sense. Queldon, what's up, man? Thanks for the gifted, dude. $42 mil XP just doing the pet from Gwyneth? Well... Pet from Gwyneth's not really the best way to get the pet, though. Courier task is going to be much better to get the pet, I think. I don't really know. But I mean, even from courier task, it might be like 45 mil XP, I'm not sure. $50-hour pet from courier task? Oh, there you go. Bobo, thanks for the gifted, man. Or thanks for the sub, dude. You got 2 barrels in 1 inventory? What the... Two pets, 2 cannons at 92? Wow. Would a gale catcher on a sloop be worth it? Brother, putting the best thing on your boat is going to be good. It's going to be better than not having the best thing on your boat. Just look up the difference between them and determine if that's worth it for you. One holds 3, one holds 2 moats. You decide if the cost is worth it. You know what it does, man. I put it on my boat. I found it worth it. You might not. Maybe you're broke. I'm not sure. You got to make that decision, man. What's worth to you is not worth to everyone else. So you got to make that decision. $106 KXP an hour, Rune Hook, 97 sailing being fully active with Harvest. Not bad, dude. Not bad. Do you think they'll come out with a bigger boat anytime soon? Soon, no. Eventually, yes. 1+ year away, I bet. What's the meta for courier tasks? Too complicated to explain, but effectively, grabbing as many ABA tasks as you can and then filling the gaps with AB tasks. But courier tasks don't have a set formula. There's a lot of variation to them. There's a whole lot of variation to them, so you really need to understand how they work. That being said, 170 to 200k an hour once you know what you're doing with the best boat. New salvaging rate with 2 crew. 2 crew and not having done any cleaning yet and not touching extractor, 25k an hour. Don't know what that would add up to with you cleaning as well, but just the process of them gathering. Yeah. Sir, you're missing 10 experience per minute from using wind modes? Thanks, dude. You lost more experience than you would gain from that in the entire day just by typing that. All right, let's go ahead and clean up, guys. We're going to go and clean what we have here. We'll have our guys collect for now. And then I'm going to go back to port, or I guess I'll leave my boat in Telly, and we're going to go clean all of the salvage that I banked up last night in an attempt to hopefully pull my second dragon cannon barrel. Candair, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for the 84 months. How much do you have banked? Maybe 1,500? Somewhere around there. I'm not really sure. How do you bank the salvage without losing your boat at sea? Drive your boat to the port. You didn't think about that one before we asked it, did you? He has 97 driving. Why is no one over here right now? Jolly Jim. Oh, I put him on the wrong one. That means the boy Jank's not doing anything right now. Uh-oh. My OBS might have just frozen, chat. My OBS might crash, just so you guys know. Oh, jeez. You know, it's not going to. It's just going to not allow me to change anything today. It's actually frozen, so I can't change anything on it right now. Which means I can't do any screen captures or anything else like that for the rest of the day. I could leave it like this, because I'm still live, right? I could leave it like this, I guess. But I won't be able to change any sounds of anything or anything at all today. Can you guys still hear me? I think I'm live still. Yes. Weird delay, though. Noticing some buffering earlier? I haven't dropped any frames today, so the buffering wouldn't be on my side. Is there any red topaz here? Yo, what's up, Lady Pax? Thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Alright, we're going back. I guess we can't screen cap anything, but I was about to screen cap the news post. Jagex did update the news post a bit. AFK sorting method at 97 sailing with 2 dragon hooks and all crewmates having 4 deck handiness, 35 to 40k an hour. 105 to 110k an hour active salvaging rather than dropping. That's at 87 sailing that they tested that at. But at 99, probably closer to 120k an hour. 85k an hour for active salvaging while working, which might have been more realistic data point for some of you. With 2 dragon hooks and all crewmates having 4 deck handiness. Interesting. I like that they did that test. They did a test like, okay, imagine that I'm at work right now. Yo, new POV, what's up, man? Thanks, buddy, for the 9 months. Sorting needs a pet roll. Doesn't need to be amazing, but no roll is ass. Yeah, it doesn't need a pet roll. Okay, I guess I'm going to Khazard for this. I think that's the best option. So this is how you can do it, by the way. You can bank cargo at one of your NPCs near the dock, which is how I've been doing it so far. Let's go Port Khazard. I think that's the closest one. End up seeing how much we have banked up. Oh no. Now my multi-chat thing's not working. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and restart my stream. It'll kill my viewer count, but that's okay. I'm gonna restart my stream, and then we're gonna clean salvage. Just my OBS is frozen right now, so I can't read my multi-chat thing, which is kind of bugging me. So give me just a sec. When we restart, I'll be able to put my pin in and see how much salvage we have. And then we're going to clean all of my salvage that I banked up yesterday while waiting for the XP rates to go up to try to get the Dragon Cannon Barrel number 2. I'll be right back in like 60 seconds. Wait. I think if I close it from here, it won't